Yo, it's your boy P Camp, man. Long week for your boy. Bear with me once again. But NFL chop up, we watched some games. Had a couple upsets this week, you know what I'm saying? Nothing more upsetting than that Geno Smith butt grab after the game.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Your teammate gonna be writing you from jail. You keep squeezing people booty like that. You cup this booty like y'all was slow dancing at prom or something. Keep playing. You're gonna be doing interviews like this after the game. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to take it one game at a time. Yep. Just trying to make sure I can see to the next play. My teammates a little frustrated because I played too much with the way that I played. Can you move on this side for me? I can't see out but one of my eyes. Too dark in these glasses. Apparently Callaway got his butt squoze too a couple years ago. Look at his face when he squeezed this, man. I mean, you look like he gonna snap his finger or something after he done with this. Like, I think the high five worked just fine, man. We need to get rid of this butt slap. Let the high five do what it's been doing all these years, okay? Because this is too much, man. But yeah, I just watched the Kansas City Chargers game. My man Herbert looked pretty banged up after that game. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he may or may not be able to come back next game. I think he will be back, but it's iffy though. But Kansas City pulled off the win by 3. You know what I'm saying? But that was actually week 2, but week 1. I don't know what to tell you. Dak is out, man. Dak is look like he's down for, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 games, I think they said. And once again, they brought up Colin Kaepernick. Michael Irvin kind of squashed that argument, man. Let's stop the Colin Kaepernick talk. I'm with you on that. Like, man, I think Kaepernick could have came back a long time ago, but it's been 5 years. He ain't coming back by now. Might as well stop talking about it, man. It's not going to happen. But long story short, the Cowboys got dusted, as they should have, though. But the Bucs ain't look as great as I thought they would. They looked great. They just didn't get in the end zone as much as I thought they normally would have. But Julio Jones was looking good, though. You know what I'm saying? Caught that bomb up the sideline. Like, it was looking nice. You know what I'm saying? To the Rams and the Buffalo Bills, you know? I don't mean to be... talking about Stafford, but you already know. I'm just saying, he showed some colors in that game. He threw 3 picks and got dusted by them Bills. But, the Bills is the truth, though. But, the Rams, they got some time to bounce back. But, it shows you they missing a few things right now. They got to get together. But my Lions, of course, let me down with the Eagles again. They come all the way back. And then you need them to make a play. And they let them get a 30-yard skirt up the middle of the field, and the game is over pretty much. But it's like, we love pulling these comeback, try to win type situations when it's like we could just play good all game. But Swift got off with like 175 yards for the day. But still, man, if our defense isn't able to hold, because the offense, even though we put up 35 points, it doesn't look good. It didn't look clean and crisp, and, we might have came up with 30 points, and that stats look good, but it didn't look good as it was happening on the field. It didn't look great on the field, but we end up with 35 points and a loss, though. Always the loss. But it's like, if you can't get your defense to be able to hold a team to 17 to 20 points, somewhere in there, then you're not going to come up with wins against good teams in this league. You know what I'm saying? Good questioning, where was Aiden Hutchinson in this game? He's supposed to be a big addition to our defense. He's not helping that terrible secondary we got. I only think he had like 1 tackle or 1 assisted tackle in this game. I didn't notice much of an impact from it. If you can't hold a team when it's time to hold them on the goal line and do some great things, like, then you're just not going to come up with the wins. You're not going to come up with the wins. And you've seen that in some other games. I believe one of them was the Seattle game with the Broncos. You had some goal line situations where they held their own. Like Seattle strapped down and banged it out and made it happen. Their defense was showing up. And it was funny, Russ wanted to go to another team, so he didn't get chased around as much. He's still getting chased around, But they was doing some fumbling back and forth in the game, but still Seattle came up with the win. Geno played incredibly. I wish he stopped grabbing people booties, but he played incredibly. For his, he barely had any incomplete passes thrown. Like, I think he had 5 incomplete passes. He got off, man. He got off and did what he was supposed to do. But the thing about it that I was surprised to see that the coach Hackett didn't trust Russ to get that 5 yards. I mean, that's what you said you was looking for a quarterback for, right? You paid Russ all his money. 200 some million you paid him, 100 some guaranteed. Paid him a lot of money. They say let Russ cook. Now I get it. If my man would have made the field goal, he would have looked like a genius. But then because he didn't make a field goal, now he changed his mind. Now he like, I made the wrong call. You made the call. Whatever. He had the distance. He hooked it. He hooked it both times. And he missed it. But I think in that situation, man, hey, you pay Russ that much money, put it on him. Put it on the people upstairs in the executive. We paid him this much for him to be able to do that. Come on, give me 4-5 yards, Russ. I think Russ could have got you that. You know what I'm saying? Although that drive wasn't going that great, I think he could have got you that if you call the right play. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I just feel like you're gonna pay that much to a good QB like Russ and give up that much to get him. You might as well see what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? San Francisco disappointed me again. I ain't gonna say again, but it was similar. It was like they were kind of looking good, but they weren't. And then it started to crumble later in the game. The Bears was playing defense. They was getting off. They was chasing. Trey Lance, and it started to crumble. It never did look like a great game. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole game, but I watched the highlights. It didn't look like a great game for San Francisco in the first place, but we got to piece that together, man. We got to get that together. I think Trey Lance can get it together, but some of the stuff Shannon Sharp be saying is starting to, I don't know. It's only one game, though. I'm not going to say it's sounding true or looking true, but you got to give him some time to get settled in. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's feeling shaky just because Garoppolo is sitting there, too. But I hope he don't let that get into his head and shake him out of his own boots. You know what I'm saying? Ravens got off on the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson went crazy. 3 TDs, one interception, 213 yards. Only rushed for 17. So he was throwing that boy. Like, he went crazy. He making a case on why he turned down that $250 million contract with 130 guaranteed, I think it was. He like, Watson set the market. And I've done a lot of things better than Watson. You got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to pay him. For sure. The market went up. I think the Ravens need to go and bite the bullet and just do it because, will he win you a Super Bowl? I don't know. But I think he's worth paying to keep you in the conversation for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? To keep you in the runnings for the next 5 years. And you can win with him if you put the right pieces around him. But, hey, Patriots and the Dolphins, they got down. Dolphins got down on the Patriots. I didn't expect that. My man Mac Jones wasn't looking good in the opener. They got some time, but yeah, Matt Patricia was calling the offensive plays for some reason, but they was looking pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? Colts and Houston had a tie. I hate ties, man, in NFL. I don't know why y'all do this to me, man. With the overtime ties. Just let it keep going, man. Take it to double OT, triple OT, whatever y'all got to do. But let somebody win the game, bro. I get sick of y'all with these ties, man. The Browns and the Panthers. Browns came up with a last-minute kick. And I thought Jacoby Brissett was I thought they was going to trade for Garoppolo, but they didn't. But I thought Brissett would be serviceable to be able to get them enough wins to hold them through the year. Now, of course, they was playing the Panthers, so that's not really a formidable team. But I think working out some kinks, I think Brissett can get you a couple wins against a few good teams. I think he can beat the teams he's supposed to beat and get you a few wins against maybe a couple better teams until Washington get back in the saddle. You know what I'm saying? Washington and the Jags. I wasn't paying attention to that game, but Washington won. It was a good game though. From the highlights, and the Steelers and the Bengals was doing a whole lot of miss kicking. They was kicking everything, missing everything. But the Saints and the Falcons had a good game. Saints came up on top. Giants beat the Titans, and the Packers got slaughtered by the Vikings. And then Aaron Rodgers threw his squad up under the bus again. Talking about the young players and this, that, and that. They did have some cold drops. He had a cold drop up the sideline, but I don't. He seems like to throw his players under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Quick and in a hurry. And I don't know if it's gonna help him or not. You know what I'm saying? But and last week KC also beat the Cardinals, smashed them 44-21, and the Chargers won last week over the Raiders 24-19. But it was a nice first week, man. I enjoyed a couple games I watched and the highlights I watched, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what I'm going to do about my Lions, man. Or my 49ers. They seem to be both off to a little shaky start. 49ers look better than the Lions, but I don't know how that's going to pan out for us. But let me know, man. First week, you tell me what you think, how you think everything went. Is your squad up or your squad down? You know what I'm saying? What's it looking like for you in your town? It's your boy P. Kemp. Get at your boy. Put some in the comments for me.